These are the top 3 mods in ARK Survival Ascended that I can recommend to any builder that wants to work with cosmetics, especially for changing variants, applying them to all of your structures, and even giving your structures an easier paint job. Hello there, survivors, and welcome back to another video here in ARK Survival Ascended. And I figured it's about time that I make a video like this, telling you the tools that I use to help me build a lot faster, because we all know that changing variants on the skin can be quite annoying and can take quite a lot of time, especially if you have a whole build that you're working on and you need like the 8th variant of a skin and you have to cycle through all of them hand by hand for every piece that you applied. So these are the tools that I always use to make my life a lot easier. They will be linked below as well if you want to check them out for yourself. Just note that these need to be installed on your server or your single player. So unfortunately, you can't use these unofficial. But even if you play unofficial, you can at least check out the Wisp skill, because that will still help you out with building a lot. I already made a video about that, but definitely one of the skills you want to unlock if you enjoy to do a lot of building. So here we are, and we all know that if you apply a skin, you have to be in range, and then certainly more and more skins have like bunch of different variants. Sometimes you can cycle through them, other times you have to do it manually like this. But luckily, there's some tools to make this a lot quicker. First of all is the variant cycle tool. You've probably seen me use this a bunch of times, and instead of having to go up to a structure, hold the button, and then, go through all of the different variants this way, I can just pull out this gun and shoot the structure to change the variants, which of course is way quicker. Also gives you some extra range because the gun has a pretty decent amount of range, and yeah, just makes it a lot faster to do things. But the variant cycle tool can actually do a lot more. On PC, by pressing G, you can actually switch modes. You can also hold the reload button and change variants or modes this way, so that's probably what you do on consoles. But yeah, then you have the pickup mode, so I can pick up a structure instead of skinning it. We also have the destroy mode, so if you want to destroy something instead of picking it up, you can do it this way. And then we have the copy setting, so if I want to copy skins like this, I can just right click, so aim to copy, and then shoot to paste, which of course really speed things along. But of course, some cosmetics have different types of menus. Like, for example, Golden Dynasty has a big menu with a ton of options, but even skins that just have a lot of variants, it can still be very time consuming if you have to cycle through each one of them for all of the different structure pieces. So that's where the second mod comes into play, because this is the Alpha Skin Config Copy Pistol. It's quite a long mod name, but what this does is it doesn't copy a skin, rather it copies the setting of a skin. So for example, this is a Golden Dynasty wall with specific settings applied, and these are all the normal variants. So what I would do is I would shoot the wall that I want to copy over, then I aim to change to the paste mode, and then I can start shooting to change all of these and copy over the settings. And you can see this saves a lot of time. It's a lot quicker to do, of course, than having to go into the menu each time, and it will save you loads of time over the course of bigger builds. And then the third one is Architect Structures Remastered. Now, of course, this mod adds a bunch of new structures to expand the vanilla structure sets by a lot, but it also adds some very useful tools. And the one that I use most and will be very handy for all of your builds is the ASR paint gun. It looks like a normal paint gun, except that you don't need any of the paint yourself. You can just press reload. You can then select the regions you want to paint up here, and you can just pick a color. You can pick any color. You can even pick soap if you mess things up. And then once you click the color, it will apply it, and then you can paint to your heart's content like you're used to. You can switch out the regions, of course, but then if you use Alt-G on PC, or I think, well, it says R1 to cycle batch modes, you can go from normal painting like we're used to painting all matching connected. What this does, if for example I paint this stone wall, because of course this is still a stone wall, it will paint all of them the same color right away. So this is really easy, speed things along by a long shot of course, but do be careful, because if you have a bigger build or maybe a town that you're working on that is all connected on the same snap point, it will paint every structure in this way. So yeah, be careful, but it does save a lot of time. Then we also have the paint all connected. So if I not only want to paint all these stone walls, but everything, if I now paint, you'll see everything turns this color. And then I also have, of course, turning that off again, so I can just do one by one again. For example, if I then want to remove this one, I can do so. So yeah, it's a very helpful tool for painting. Even if you build without cosmetics, this of course can really help you out. And those 3 tools are definitely the ones that I use almost all the time. Very helpful, save a lot of time whilst building. And yeah, if you're playing single player or on the server, definitely can recommend adding these 3 mods, because they will speed up your buildings quite a bit. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. It's a bit different from the normal content that I do, but 2026 I want to start doing a few more mod related videos showing useful tools like this, but also of course showcasing the skins that I use the most and that I like the most. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and feel free to leave your suggestions down below in the comments, and hopefully we'll see you around in the next video or the next stream. For now, goodbye.